All right, here we go. Greg J.
Anthony K.
We here to give you another. You threw me off with that salute because I gotta say we here to salute you. But man, we here to hit you with another banging podcast, man. That's what we do. We try to bang them out, bang, bang, bang.
Sir.
So we just here to lay it down, man. Talking about these 12 steps, 12 principles for your life, man, and. Of course, there's more than 12.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we do that just for the identification, man. And we do it our way, out of our experience, nobody else's.
Right.
So today we want to address some things for the newcomer.
Yeah.
Because they going back out in the droves, man. It's not the camaraderie like when we came around.
It ain't nothing the same. I mean, the program ain't changed.
Right. It ain't
the principles ain't
hold
changed.
Hold it. We're going to tell y'all about it in a few minutes.
All right.
Just stay tuned and come inside. Hey, man, glad y'all came inside. That means if you still here, you want to hear what we got to say.
Yeah.
And you was just saying, like, hi. The program ain't changed.
The program ain't changed. No. The principles ain't changed.
So what happened?
So that's the question. What happened? You know what I'm saying? That's what we finna try to figure out now.
Yeah.
What didn't happen? Why they keep going in and out? Why is it so hard to get a grasp on this thing?
Right.
And we're gonna try to make it real simple because the program is simple. I mean, if anybody know anything about KISS, the only thing we saying is keep it simple, stupid. And realize that when I first got here, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing about the program.
Right.
So I had to sit down and learn. And I understand because of COVID, maybe meetings ain't like they used to be, But
we're face to face. But
Right.
you can get a meeting just about every minute, on the hour, hourly, because they have some Zoom meetings that are 24 hours a day.
Really?
You could go on them right now, Yeah.
And get your Zoom meeting.
And get you a Zoom meeting.
Yeah. And all you really need is a meeting.
That's it.
You just need a meeting. Yeah. We used to talk about the 90 and 90 and stuff.
Yep.
We was doing all that in person, but sometimes we used to do 180 in 90 days. 200 in 90 days. It just depends on your level of drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in real quick. Watch this. This meeting, Midnight Madness. The number for that meeting is 359-711-9478. And it don't need a passcode. You could put that in on Zoom right now. The meeting will open up. It's a meeting going on right now. So this
Jump right
meeting
in.
is around the clock. Yeah, jump right in as soon as you hit it. Here go the meeting. You hit that thing, you tap it. It comes up. It say join. You hit join, and this meeting is just gonna open up, and you in there. You see them right there. I said join with video, and it's gonna open up, and they're on there. So this meeting you can go to 24/7, 365, man.
Anytime
there
you
go.
need
See
one.
them? See, they in there, man. Right now.
Yeah. They
So-
get some recovery.
So that's how Zoom. Oh, let me hit lead the meeting. Now that's a Zoom meeting that I check out throughout the day when I'm working, and I just have it in my pocket. Want to hear a little of what's going on, man. Let me leave this meeting because we're in this one.
Yeah.
But like Anthony K said, man, the importance of our camaraderie back there, man, it's almost like nothing meant anything to us but getting to the next meeting.
That's right.
Almost like nothing meant nothing to us except getting that next drug.
Yeah.
The meeting took the place of that, and it filled a void. We had this like void in us, and that meeting filled the void. And we look forward to seeing our buddies in the next meeting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we went at the meeting the same way we went at the door.
Yeah.
The same way, with the same drive, the same intensity and stuff. Because what we understood, and y'all still understand that today, is that if you ain't doing the meeting, sooner or later you're gonna be doing the dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, why are we really here? To let you know that even though you can't get to a meeting in person, you know, you can go on Zoom, pick up the phone, call somebody.
You could check out our podcasts.
Check the
back
podcast out.
Back to back. All you got to do is go to YouTube, type in the name of some of our podcasts.
That's right.
Put in Step Up Relationships. It'll pop up.
Yeah.
Put in Step Up Change. You know, part 1, part 2. You know, Step Up Spirituality.
Got them all.
Step Up. What was that one? You head hunted on. It was a hard hit.
Self-appraisal.
Self-appraisal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And when you on there, man, like the page, man. Subscribe.
Oh yeah.
And ring the notification bell.
That's right. That's right. Cause we finna drop one very soon, talking about tell somebody.
Yeah. Tell somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the key.
So just check them out, man. You know, it might be the very thing to save your life, man.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a simplicity for a newcomer. It's real simple because, like Anthony K said, man, the program has not changed.
No.
It's the people and their perspective of the program. It's perspective that has changed, and it's heart, you know, and necessity. Like, if you don't deem this necessary, if it's not a necessity to you, you know, you won't go at it how we went at it. Man, my first 7 years, I made no less than 3 meetings every single day for 7 years. Never missed a day. 7 years, went to 3 meetings, sometimes 4 or 5, depending on how the day rolled, you know?
Yep.
And I can still name a lot of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, because we all rolled and met together. You know,
means that got so big, we'll break them off and start another group. Across time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the stuff we did.
And on the weekends, UAB, drug free. It was a dance, a party, Mother's Day stuff, Father's Day stuff. It was always a clubhouse where you can go and shoot pool and play cards and dominoes. You know, the camaraderie stuff. It was just there. And a lot of you old timers, man. I'm talking to you, a lot of you old timers, you know, would talk about how different things are. Just like we're saying, yeah, they're different. But the question is, man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you stepping to the side and looking at how things are different? Or can we somehow come together? Can we somehow come together and pay it forward?
Right.
By showing them some of the ways that we did things. Can we have a Valentine's Day party? So they'll have somewhere to go. Can we set it up?
Right.
You know, as we pass the torch, let them see this is how we did it.
Yeah.
You know, because if they coming in, you know, with us with 3 decades clean and 25 years and 30 years clean, they don't know a lot of the stuff that we did and we set up, and you know that we can trudge this thing called recovery and not be bored and it be mundane or anything like that, man. Yeah. You know, we have fun, man.
Yeah, recovery was never boring.
Oh man, recovery was so fun, man.
All the time.
You know, if it was just going to the meeting to check her out or to check him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, after the meetings, man, we sit outside for hours, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just talking recovery.
Yeah, like don't show up to a meeting. 25, 30 years ago, don't show up to a meeting. Man, you have 10, 14 addicts knock on your door. They got the basic text. They coming in, they gonna have a meeting, man.
Yeah.
Because they ain't seen you in a while. They're going to have a meeting, man.
Yeah.
You know, so these are a lot of the things that we did early on, man. You know, but entering into the program, man, we were smart enough. Not that I'm saying anyone is dumb. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying me or we were smart enough to do the small little simple things.
Yeah, kept it simple, stupid.
Yeah, we got literature.
Yeah.
We got a mentor, a sponsor, somebody to guide us.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody who knew about the steps.
Yeah.
Helped us go through the steps. What is the step that's really saying? You know. First step, real simple. What it say? It basically said that we admit that we're powerless over what?
Our addiction.
And our lives have become what?
Messed up.
Unmanageable. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at those 2 steps, the first step you look at the two principles in that stuff, it's basically honesty and acceptance. You know. Yeah. I never came into the room to try to fool nobody. You know. I didn't do that. I came into the room understanding that if I wanted to get better, the first thing I needed to do was just to get honest. I'm a dope fiend, man. Can somebody help me? Yeah. Somebody help me, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I want is somebody to help me, man. And once you reach out for help,
that's deep, man.
You know, and then
I felt like that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
deep.
Most of us
I
do
wanted
though.
somebody to help me.
Yeah. You know why I really came here?
Because listen, when I went to treatment, that pill, they never gave it to me. You know, people joke around and talk about how we sit around and wait for a magic pill.
Yeah.
It's just that you think they're gonna give you something.
Yeah.
That's gonna alleviate you of this obsession and compulsive of this nature of addiction.
Disease.
The disease, You think they're gonna give you something.
Ain't no magic pill.
But you already have it.
Yeah.
You come in NA and they just bring it out of you.
Yeah. Treatment is just basically the detox you. Yeah. That's all treatment is for.
I didn't understand it,
and to give you a little knowledge. Yeah. That's why they tell you go to 90 meetings in 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Get you a sponsor.
Yeah. Well, like how I didn't understand it. Now, Coon, Anthony, he letting you know that this is what treatment is for. I didn't know when I went to treatment that it was for detox. I understand it now.
Yeah.
And that he's saying it. That's all that's for is detox, man. Yeah. Give you time away from using, man.
Yeah. Because once you get out your system for 30 days, 60 days, however long you stay in treatment, you know, now I ain't got to deal with the doggone physical part. Now I got to deal with the disease part. You know,
the mental.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Right.
It's gonna talk to you.
Oh,
as soon as you get out.
Man, sure.
Are you really clean?
Yeah. You know, you got to want this thing more than you want to get high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know when I came in 1989, that's the way it was for me. Right. You know, and there was some people in there had 2-3 years clean and stuff, you know. So it was real young when I came in this area where we at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people really didn't have a lot of time. So what I did, right. I'm saying, but you know that. You know what I'm saying?
4-6 years was a long time.
Yeah. And those are the ones you looked up to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if they had 3, 4, 5 years or whatever, you know what I said to myself?
What?
If they got 3, 4, 5 years, that's what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they said that if you want what we have, you must do what we do.
Yeah.
You know, the simplicity of this thing. So I said, well, if you got 4 years, I want 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that, because I remember when I came in, I seen a dude with 3 chips, 3 medallions, 3 chips, 3 of them key tags. He had them on his chain.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hang mine like that, you know? But I knew I had to stay around.
To do that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember when I got all the way down to the year.
Yeah.
Because I also said, man, I want to stand up there and get one of them medallions like that. It just seemed like this is the dude, man.
Yeah.
You know, he got this medallion. He stayed clean 365 days. They bought him a cake and you know, I had a desire.
It was a celebration, man.
For things that people had that came before me. And that desire lasts until I just wanted to be here.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the chip or the glamour or it wasn't so much that.
All that played out after a period of time.
What it took. And thank God.
Yeah. Yes. Thank God you hung around long enough to understand that it wasn't about the medallions and this. It was about my life.
I can recover with or without. Yeah.
It's about my life, man.
About my life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, and let me tell this story.
Story time.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell this story right quick because a lot of people might be able to identify. You know. See, I really came to the program because I was looking for something. I was searching for something. What I was really looking for was somebody to love me, man. That's what that's all I wanted all my life. I just wanted somebody to love me, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I did a lot of things. That's why I sold the dope and hung with the dope dealers in Ohio, in Cleveland, where I come from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did a lot of stealing. Because I just wanted to feel a part of, man.
Fit in.
Yeah. And it was the only place where I felt welcome. And I fitted in that I can be myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the key for me, man. And then when people begin to show me love, man.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Do you know how deep that is? The only place you felt welcome.
Right.
It's the same place, the only place I felt welcome. Watch this. The only place I felt welcome after all these years was around murderers,
Yeah.
rapists, pimps, drug dealers, thieves. You know what I'm saying? Molesters.
Yeah.
All of this was in the room.
In the room.
These are the people that helped me stay clean.
Yeah.
These are the people that made me feel comfortable, made me feel like life was worth living.
Those was the
when they
ones who
shared
changed
the
their life.
experience
They changed
of
their
their
life.
experiences, that if they can change, I can too. Because I was some of what they were.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
now I wasn't what all of them were,
Right.
but I had my soapbox
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
I had no room to point at nobody, at nobody.
What they used to say, if you point one finger at a person, you got 4 fingers pointing back at you.
Yeah, and the thumb
You know
going
what
up.
I'm
Nah, I'm just
Yeah, you know, it's just like, oh, blah, 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 him. You know, fuck, look at you. See, my thing was looking at me, you know. So it was really that I had to sit down and learn some stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
because the person you shoot, from my little scenario that I call it, the person you shoot will be you at the end.
Yeah.
You know how we do that fake gun? You. The person you shoot, you know, at the end, it'll be you.
All
Because
the
you will
time.
shoot your own foot off, man,
Yeah.
by not wanting to listen to the man next to you based on personality
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
Pointing the finger,
Yeah.
he might, or she think, or they think. You know, the very person that the enemy would hide your message in is the
Yeah.
very person you don't get along with.
Yeah.
Because you would shut down and close your mind and the message to go forth. And because of how you feel about that person, you would sit right there and miss the boat.
And those would be the people. Watch this. This is deep. Those would be the people that your higher power put in your life to help you. Those is the main ones. The ones you
And
got the biggest
sometimes
problem
you can't
with.
get help.
Yeah.
You can't get help because of,
You're shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're shut down. Oh, I don't want to hear what he got to
well,
say.
it's just like
You know
the
what I'm
man
saying?
with the boat and the helicopter.
Yeah.
The boat, helicopter, are right there. They
Yeah.
put right in front of you,
Yeah.
but your mind is closed
Yeah. Yeah.
because of what they wear, how they sound, what they, because early on, people just didn't like me. You know, I was a real emphatic type of guy. The way I shared, I was very emotional. I was very, sort of like this here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would share and be like, all we have to do, just surrender to the, blah, blah. And that's the way I used to talk, and that's the way I used to share. And it used to be like that thing, how they be like, oh, he trying to preach to everybody. And I had the same thing. I ain't trying to preach to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Greg J.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about nobody but Greg J. I'm just emphatic when it comes to this program, man.
Yeah.
Because I know it worked for me after the 4th time. It worked for me after the 4th time. It worked for him after the 1st time.
Yeah.
So me, that it wasn't practice and going back to, I just used over and over again, man.
Yeah.
Because you can't relapse until first you stay clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
First
no
you
such
got to
thing
recover
as,
before
you
you relapse.
got to recover
Yeah.
before you can relapse.
Yeah, that's the thing right there when we talk about recovery. Some people get stay clean
Yeah.
and then they'll go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
And stuff. So, it's more than just not use it. It's all about.
1 second. See, so that's a must in here, staying clean. That's the thing you have to do first. A lot of people holler they relapse. Nah, you just lapsed. You just went back out.
Yeah, you
man.
just got
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But until you get this way of life and understand what recovery is, and you're in recovery practicing these principles, you're not really into the program yet. You're
Right.
just part of the fellowship.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother thing, man. But this is directly to you, the newcomer, man. We saying, get you some literature, man.
Yeah. Read.
Get
Yeah.
you some literature, read it, man. And the stuff you don't understand, underline it or highlight it. I guess I say that because Anthony K. I highlight everything, man. I
Yeah.
underline, put definitions in my book, all of that. See, he keeps his all right here. I mean,
Yeah.
his books are clean. You know, even when me and him be looking at Bible principles and he be into the Bible and stuff like that, man, his Bible is clean. Mine got all type of highlights.
Yeah.
John this where I could go where I could go to here and stuff.
Oh yeah,
you just open it right up and because I ain't gonna say mine isn't in the heart too. It's just a way that I do it, and it's a way that you do it. So there's a way that you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Apart from the way that somebody else is doing it, but you find your own niche. You know what I'm saying? Because your niche ain't gonna be somebody else's, man. And then you'll be comfortable with how you do it, not so much comfortable with how somebody else do it, because it's kind of uncomfortable anyway when you try to do something different.
Yeah.
And that's how this program is, man. I tell people, now watch this. I got a project for you. Watch this. Just sit back and fold your arms. All right? Now that you got them folded, this is how Narcotics Anonymous is. Now fold them the other way.
Kind of difficult.
See? I guess that'd be the other way for me. But that's how Narcotics Anonymous is. It's not as comfortable. It's something new.
Right.
You know, and that's how you'll find it. It'll be something new. But as you keep folding them the other way, it'll be just as comfortable as folding it this way.
Yeah.
Like Coon, he comfortable folding it either way.
Either way.
You know?
Yeah.
So me, I just don't fold them either way. I fold them one way. But when I came into the program, I started doing the program more than one way. So I'm comfortable with my way and other people's way also, because it's about information, man.
That's what it's all about.
Because we've been fed a lot of misinformed information for years, man.
Yeah.
I think you were saying the other day on another podcast, you were saying how our uncles was like, man, you got to have you a woman here,
and
a woman across town, and a woman over there.
You always had to have 2 or 3 of them to really say that you're a man. You know, see, all that was misinformation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that was misinformation. Then when I came in here, what they say is that you don't really need 2, 3 women to be a man. If you got you one good one and stuff, you got to learn how to treat that one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what a man do.
Yeah, that's what a real man do.
His woman.
Yeah.
The one he got.
Real man. Yeah.
And be loyal. You know what I'm saying? So, you learn that you ain't got to have that fatal cool, hip, all that stuff like that. Yeah. That's a lot of work anyway, man. Do you realize that? It's a lot of work having 2 and 3 and 4 different women.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You with your homeboy, tell her ain't that, brother, ain't telling her nothing. That's your bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then especially if it's a friend of mine. Now when she find out about you and I'm the one that said you wasn't around and I got into the mixer, now she don't even like me. Yeah. Nah, brother, you do that on your own. And recovery changes us from those behaviors like that.
Yeah.
Man.
I was sitting here thinking about when I first came here and stuff, and all the stuff I learned, I had to flip all that over. You know what I'm saying?
Unlearn.
I had to unlearn a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. Because it really wasn't true. It was true when I was living in that, but it's not true in recovery. Yeah. Because all that old thinking would take you back out if you don't change your thinking.
Right, it has to be yours.
Yeah, it has to be yours. And we know, the individual know that what's good for that individual. You know what I'm saying? See, the first step tells me that I need to exit people, places, and things. You know what I'm saying? So if I need to exit people, places, and things, that means I can't go around the folks I used to get high with. Right. I can't do that. I can't go to the places where I used to go. Because 9 out of 10, them niggas over there getting high.
They all associated.
They all associated. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all this kind of stuff.
The things that I know they talk about is the things you used to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
the things is the things.
I'm not gonna do those things.
Right.
No more. People, places, and things. They say, let's go rob this store. Let's go rob this old lady. Let's go. Those are the things I used to do, man.
Old lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In abandoned
lifestyle.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Those are the things I used to do. The lifestyle is what you're saying.
Lifestyle.
So I changed the people, places.
Right.
I changed the things
the
too, man.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to do, but it's easy to do once again as you practice it. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, as you practice it, it gets easier.
Right.
Because when I look now, back down the road, wow, man, like I ain't doing like none of the things
Yeah.
I used to do.
Yeah.
I ain't hanging around none of the people that I used to hang around. I see them. And I'd be like, yo, what's going on, bruh? You know, but I could go on about my business
keep right on
because
moving.
he'll get pulled into where I am today, way before I get pulled into what he's doing, because we only got 2 minutes. And when he start talking crazy, it's a wrap. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to know when to move.
Yeah.
The old song, know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Right,
Because
right.
if you hold them too long, you going to fold.
Yeah.
Around somebody who say, look, man, you got 5 on it?
It's easier for a person to pull you down than you can lift them up.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Much
Especially when you're talking about street life and stuff like that.
Because
You know,
it seems so fun, so shiny.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know.
Because that's all I knew. That's all I knew before I came here. You know, I didn't want to come in here and be bored. You know what I'm saying? Feel like I ain't got no life and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people do though. That's why a lot of people go back out, because they feel like they're missing something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't really missing nothing.
Nothing.
You know, we used to talk about surrender. So and I was just sitting here thinking.
Go back to tell them that little thing, because this is just old school talk, man.
Yeah.
The little thing how they used to talk about your misery. I'd gladly be.
Oh, refunded.
to you.
Yeah. The misery is sitting there waiting on
It's
you.
a waiting.
Yeah, it's sitting there waiting on you, man. You
And
know.
nobody has proven that not to be a fact.
Right.
Nobody has proven that not to be true.
Yeah.
Nobody has went back out and did not fall into total misery. I know people, listen, I'm a cable guy. I know people that in this program, people that I could talk to you about, but we don't do that.
Right.
You know, those people, if you ever run into them one day, that's
You'll
on
know.
you. But it ain't my business
Right.
to say,
Right.
But
Right.
I go to their house, and these are people who had 17 years clean, 15 years clean. And they, oh, Greg J, yeah. And first thing they say, I drink a little bit of beer.
Yeah.
And they ain't ask them nothing.
Right.
I don't care. I see you drinking.
Yeah.
I'm here to do cable, man.
Have
Like,
you
I'm
ever-
here to get paid.
Have you ever asked yourself, why would they confess that?
The guilt and shame.
That's all they did.
You know,
Yep.
that stuff,
That's all it is.
just come right. But if I went back out, man, I'd be sitting on my porch drunk as if you come up, you the one coming into that wear. Cause if I went back out, I'm gonna get high like a dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do just what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Just like I'm clean, I do just what I do cause I'm clean.
Yeah.
There's no script, for me to flip. I am who I am.
Bottom line.
Let me tell you, I know a man who said that best. He said, I'm all that I am, and I am whatever Popeye said. That's all that I am, and I am what I am, or whatever, But yeah, man, just, be who you are. But if you come in here, you can be a much better person than you would expect that you would be. Because they'll tell you, and it's the literature here, will tell you, if you tell yourself coming into the rooms where you would be a few years from then, you will never be able to add up the truth of where your life will go.
Yeah.
Man, you'd be amazed at
Before you're
when you-
halfway through. Before you're halfway through.
intuitively. You will be amazed
Yeah.
before you halfway through. I'm on a podcast, man. I became a preacher. In the room, got licensed, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You
All
pastor
that
the
stuff can
church.
happen.
Be
Yeah.
sitting there going to church in the mirror, fixing my tie. Be sitting there looking in the mirror like, boy, God, you got a way crazy sense of humor, boy.
Yeah.
You got me going in here ministering to these people. And they call me the radical reverend. You know what I'm saying?
use whoever you wanna use.
Yeah, man. And been to college, got degrees, and whoo.
See, but don't none of that stuff
This
happen.
program.
And
Oh, it
stuff
couldn't have happened when I was using.
if you don't surrender.
Yeah.
What I'm surrendering to? I'm really surrendering to the dope, though. That's what I'm surrendering to. See, I can't beat the dope. The dope always win. Always win,
Hands
man.
down.
Yeah, you just can't beat the dope, man. So when they talking about surrendering, I'm surrendering to the dope. That's what I did. I surrendered to the dope. Then after a period of time, I surrendered to the program. What I mean by surrendering to the program.
That's good, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's basically that I surrender. When I say I surrender to the program, I begin to do what the program tells me to do. You know what I'm saying? And believing that if I do what the program tells me to do, my life will get better. And it has. And it have, and that go for anybody, whether you're an atheist, agnostic, a believer, whatever it is. If you surrender, this thing get better, man. First, I had to surrender to the dope.
Surrender to the thing.
Yeah.
Atheists, if you surrender to the thing.
Yeah.
Agnostic, if you surrender to the thing.
Real simple, man.
Christians, Muslims,
whatever.
Right. Hindu, if you surrender to the thing. You know what the thing is for you.
Yeah.
It's that belief that you have. And the thing too, we talked about that we admit that we're powerless over our addiction or the addictions, that our lives have become unmanageable. See, now watch this. Your life, it is impossible for your life to become unmanageable as a result of any type of drugs. Your life cannot become unmanageable to any type of drug unless you first put it in.
Right.
If you don't put it in, your life become unmanageable behind that.
Right.
Like if you married and you chase this woman and get her phone number and end up going to bed with her and all that stuff, your life become unmanageable as a result of putting in that other woman. Now you at home nervous when she call, if she come by, if she find out where you live, if she say she coming to all of this stuff, the thinking and all of that stuff makes your life unedged, unmanageable. Your phone ring, you hope you around it when it ring. It's just stuff that you have to go through behind that, man. Like I said, that's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, if you steal and you boost, when you go in the stores, you know what I'm saying? And you put in, now you thinking, I got to get out. They watching me. They see me. I know the cameras done pick me up. Let me make it to the door. They going to stop me before I get out the store. Am I going to go to jail? Your life will become unmanageable as a result of that thing that you put in. Whatever it is that you put in, if it ain't right, your life will become unmanageable as a result of it. It's a flip side too. Because if you put in things that are good, your life will subsequently, not in a negative way, take on an endearing effect. It'll do a good thing to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's basically what.
I sounded real intelligent when I said that. Hey, that's my intelligence speech right there. I have no more. That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. It ain't got no more.
I shouldn't have wasted it all in one shot.
Yeah. I was just sitting here thinking, and it took me back to when I first got here. Somebody said something so profound to me and stuff, and it just basically helped me, even today. It talks about when you were sharing about the first step, right? First step say we admit that we're powerless over our addiction, our lives have become unmanageable, blah blah, and stuff, right? So
I really say I know I'm jumping in, but I look at it as the life. I know it say our lives because that's what it means.
Right.
But
Because we're talking about the
person,
the collective and stuff,
Right.
But anyway,
when I personalize it.
Oh yeah. Because I'm a firm believer that you got to personalize this program.
Yeah.
This program got to become personal.
Yeah.
It can't be in your head. It got to be in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting back here thinking.
Don't miss that one, man.
Yeah. Because when you look at the first step, right? The first step talks about. It says that we admit that we are powerless over our addiction. Then it got a comma in there. Then it go on to the second part because it's a two-part step, right? So when I came in and stuff, somebody basically said that the only step that you can do 100% perfect is the first half of the first step.
And you better.
That's the only one you got to do 100% right.
You got to do that one every single day.
Yeah. That's the only one that I had to do 100% right. And the rest of is practice.
The first part of step one. You have to do that one 100%.
The mission.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Because if not, that means you're using.
Yeah.
That means you're not surrendering.
It's just that when I do that one right, if I can do that one 100%, everything else sooner or later, because I won't put in, my life can be in chaos, but I don't put in. That means I got a chance to get better. But once I put in, the chance ain't there no more until I stop again.
Right. See, I was looking at it like when you first get here, they looking at it that if you don't surrender, that means you gave in to the using. Now, when you stay around long enough, not surrendering could mean a chaotic life.
Yeah.
But I'm saying early on, it is,
a
relations to I don't, for
Right.
me not to use.
Right,
you
right.
know?
That's what
And
it's
then-
about,
and then
not
your
using.
Yeah, and then how we
know.
looked at it, that your life will become unmanageable as a result of that. And then it said that
Which
we
one?
came to believe.
Talking about the second step.
It said we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves, it said could restore us to sanity. Once again, I'm gonna sit back, let Coon do this, cause when I initialized and said could, I know that rang with him.
Yeah.
I tell you about how we used to look at that when I first came around, cause that was profound. How y'all used to break that down early on, the could part.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's deep, simple, but true.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to have somebody with some time, knowledge of the steps, that can guide a person through this step.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So could really means condition.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know,
condition
yeah.
that you gotta meet.
That you got to meet, right? Because the second step said we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could. It didn't say it would do nothing. It didn't say this power would do nothing
At all.
at all. It said could restore the same, and could imply that I need to meet certain conditions if I want this power to restore me to some sane thinking. Because the second step is talking about our thinking, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So could means conditions.
Right.
That I got to meet certain conditions if I want this power to restore us and stuff. So thank God for the program though.
Yeah.
Because we've still been out there running loose, man. Like wild dogs,
and,
man.
And in this step, it says that some people would call it the insanity step, and I would submit to you, man, that there's nothing insane in the sense of craziness when it comes to dope fiends, because addicts are the most intelligent people I know.
Yeah.
Because I give you an example. Who do you know? Just think about it. Who do you know that at 4:30 a.m. can come up with $750, $2,000, $1,000?
Real
Who
smart
do you
people.
know?
Yeah.
Dope fiend to come up with that money.
Con,
Early
manipulate.
through manipulation
Yeah.
and conning. My car broke down. Mama, they gonna kill me. They gonna kill me. Mama, come here, baby. Come here. You know what I'm saying?
Take them folk that money.
Conning
Yeah.
and manipulation. Well, that's why it says we came to believe in a power, because you have to come to believe in something. Like, we don't care what it is that you come to believe in,
Right.
but you better believe in something.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need something outside of yourself. Now, we understand who we are within ourselves, but that's the whole thing when people, I don't need nothing outside. See, that's the problem. That you always feel like you don't need no guidance, no help. You on an island all by yourself. The principle is simply saying, come to believe in something else or somebody else that can help you, man. That you can get information from, that can lead and guide you, man.
Some people used to use the group as a power.
The group.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. For a while. And when we break this thing down and stuff, and I don't really want to get too deep on
Get
this
deep,
thing.
man. Shit, we here.
And stuff.
We here, they here. Y'all here?
Yeah.
Sit right there.
Yeah.
He getting ready to get deep. And he probably ain't get real deep.
No,
But
no.
sit down. Listen to this. You got your ears on?
No, we ain't gonna get real deep.
Cool.
They got the ears on.
They got the ears
Oh,
on. I see they got the
alright
ears
then.
on.
Now they ready.
Yeah,
now they ready.
Yeah, man.
So look at this second step. The second step said we came to believe in a power, right? It said we came to. So it means it don't happen all at one time. So as I came around and I hung around, because I needed to really understand what is the steps really saying. You know what I'm saying? Now we can read the step, but we don't understand what the step is really saying, right? So now the process of coming to believe, right? So it was explained to me in a sense when I first got here, because I was a real smart guy and stuff, right? But I couldn't stay clean though. You know what I'm saying? So the second step was broke down to me like this. It was like, first we come. That means we come to the rooms. Then we'll come to, over a period of time, through other stuff, we'll come to. Then after a period of time, we'll come to believe in His fullness.
Right.
All this is a process. You know what I'm saying? All is a process.
Now, let me tell you. You heard him. He said, "Then we come to in His fullness." Now, at the introduction of the basic text, it makes a statement, and it goes with that.
Mm-hmm.
We come to, and we come to believe in His fullness. It says in there, the full fruit of the labor of love is in the harvest.
Yeah.
And that's always in its right season.
In His right season.
And that's what the second step is talking about as you go on to the third step, the full fruit of the labor of love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you laboring here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the foundation is love. You know, because life itself is about nothing but love and forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the program is virtually about. Now, I
That's
don't
what it
want
was built
to.
on.
I don't want to say. I know a lot of people don't understand that, but it's built on love and
tolerance.
forgiveness,
Yeah.
man. You know, because there's a lot of people that we have to forgive, and there's a lot of people who will learn to forgive us just by the love that we learn to give. You know, they'll soon forget. It's a profound twist of how that thing operates, man.
What it
but
do-
you can't have one
Go
like
ahead.
without the other.
Right. Only thing the program do, it reprogram you.
Yeah.
You know, if you full of bitterness and hatred, you hang around here long enough, you'll be full of love and forgiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're full of anger and all that, you get some joy.
But
You know what I'm
those who
saying?
don't rid themselves of it,
Yeah.
they're tormented deeper into the anger and the hate.
Sure.
They're somewhere alone.
Yeah.
Just angry. Like them two old guys, them two old Muppets that sit up in the stand that don't like nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know what they doing.
Yeah.
They like them two angry old Muppets, man.
Yeah, we call
You know
them
what I'm
bleeding
saying?
deacons, though.
Yeah,
Those
man.
what we call
This
bleeding
program
deacons,
will give
man.
you so much
Yeah.
peace, man. Because I came in here a very angry guy. Very angry, man. At people who I had no right
To be angry with.
to be angry
Yeah.
with. No right whatsoever. You know?
You know, it's something else, and I lit up the cigarette to say this. It's something that two dope fiends can get on the podcast, smoke cigarettes, drink root beer, drink Pepsi, drink water, smoke, talk shit, and trying to help somebody.
yeah.
How sweet can life get, man?
That's it. I guess
Yeah.
that's the show.
Yeah.
He done gave the whole ingredients to what's going on there.
Yeah, how sweet can life get, man? I just smoked 3
but
cigarettes.
I didn't realize
listen up
how
it,
nice
man.
this is.
You know what I'm
though, man. It
saying?
is,
That's
man,
real though.
you know?
And you never know just by what you said gave him some hope.
Yeah.
Just by what you said gave him some hope. People need to understand this stuff. We need to do this thing just on the steps. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 12.
Nah, we ain't going
ain't
to
do
do
that?
that. We doing what we do.
Okay.
This is what we do.
Okay.
We
Okay.
can't get into a thing and like now this is what we need
Yeah,
to do.
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
we put out topics.
Right.
People used to us putting out topics. If
We
the
doing
steps
it
are in
for the new
there,
people.
The steps are in there. This is a newcomer type
Right.
thing that we
Right.
hitting the step. Now there's nothing wrong with, because even when we did self-appraisal, that
yeah.
was step 5.
That was step
You know
4.
what I'm saying?
Tell somebody was step 5.
I mean, tell somebody.
Yeah,
this
step 5.
Okay,
Right,
my
right.
bad.
That's
The
all right.
self-appraisal was step 4.
Step 4, right.
Step, you know, and then
Yeah.
we did
Spirituality.
That was 11. You know, well,
Yeah.
that's 11 and
Right,
3.
11
you know
and 3
what I'm
go
saying?
together, right.
You know, but
Right.
it's just information all over, and we
Yeah.
put topics on it so you can pull one out for basically what you might need.
Right.
This is just the newcomers package,
Right.
you know, and not directly for the newcomer, because some old timers may need to revisit, you know, some things. And that's why I spoke to your hearts, man, that there's some work that we need to do, and not just sit back, you know, as lay people, man. You know what I'm saying? The newcomers need help. They need guidance, you know, to how do they kickstart this thing? How do they get what we had?
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
the principles, not just the steps, you know, but the love and the unconditional love and the camaraderie, and, you know, and how do they have fun?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
What do the
some
things
people,
say?
when you come out the street, you don't know how to have fun.
No.
Using was fun to you.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause it was fun to us.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you know how, like in Atlanta, they got a clubhouse, man, and you can go there and play dominoes. They serve food and all that stuff like that. When I lived in Atlanta, I made that my home group, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's a place that they really, really help newcomers and stuff like that, man. It's a real special place, you
yeah.
know. And they, man.
Yeah. And here's another thing. And if you can't get to Atlanta, wherever you at, if you got some recovering addicts, man, make some phone calls. Get
Start
together.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. Start something, man.
You better be starting something. You better be starting something.
Yeah, start something, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be starting something,
All you want to do
man.
is be around those who doing the same thing you doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To encourage one another. We always say,
If you got an idea, put it on the floor.
put it on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only way to keep what you got to give it away.
Remember when we got that house, man, when Hart saw this, we got out the church, we got that house.
to the house, yeah.
That they accused, still today, they be like, my kids burnt that house down, man. My kids ain't burned that house down, man.
Yeah.
But somebody left the gas on,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But it probably Lisa kids, you know.
Whoever, I don't know who it was. But anyway.
Hey, Lisa, if you watch this, it wasn't your kids either. You know, it wasn't mine. You know, but remember the integrity that we had.
Yeah.
You know, cause remember that I painted that big old symbol, that big old NA on the side.
Yeah.
Man, when I used to drive up to the meeting, man, that thing was about 20 feet.
It was big, yeah.
I used to sit there and look at that thing, cause I only had months clean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did.
But you
that.
got involved, though.
Yeah, it's like
you got
I
involved.
did.
Yeah.
Cause they was like, well, we're gonna do that. I was like, I paint.
We used to have meetings outside.
Yeah.
We used to have meetings outside.
In the rain,
man.
everybody got their umbrellas up, and somebody
Have meetings outside.
reading.
If we couldn't get into the church, we have meetings outside.
Nothing stopped us, man.
No, because it was all about recovery.
And the
You know what I'm
long
saying?
nights at Denny's.
Oh yeah.
2, 3
Oh,
in the
yeah.
morning.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nobody really want to go home. Sometimes we all break together. Maybe 2 or 3 people will leave, but if it's 20 of us in there,
Yeah. Yeah. They
about 3, 4 in the morning, it's
Yeah.
15, 16 people still in there.
They
Everybody
hate to see a
just-
person come to Denny's though.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go with the recovery folks.
They get ready to get
You
a
know what I'm
whole
saying?
area in
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah. But that's what this thing is all about, man. Get with somebody who doing the same thing you doing. You know.
Or find a way to do it now. See, that's the way we did it then. Now you all are susceptible to new things,
Yeah.
new type of equipment, and all that stuff,
Yeah.
man.
And if you want to and stuff, we were talking about a Zoom thing, right? You know, it's always good to get on Zoom. Sometimes, you know, maybe we can do a little podcast, a live podcast,
Yeah.
and have some people come on and just talk about wherever you at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's called, it's more for me than it is for them.
Right.
I'm just being honest though.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's the same thing they do now with the
Right.
Zoom. It's
Right.
just like going to a meet.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather, you know, Zoom with the specific target in mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if we say we're gonna Zoom May the 17th on step 1.
Yeah.
You know, that's all we're gonna talk about is step 1
Yeah.
for an hour and a half. You know, then everybody can study and read and be prepared and, you know, come on and
Whatever
start-
question you got
know,
or whatever it may be.
I tell you something that was deep to me. They called me, you know, because I DJ and stuff. They called and asked me to DJ on a Zoom party.
That's why.
All right? Now listen, man. I'm watching all these boxes. I'm playing the music. People at home dancing with their old lady, with their kids. And you looking at all these different frames and people having a ball,
Yeah.
man. And it ain't a lot of people. Everybody, oh, man. I mean, the stuff that your heart will let flow if you let it go,
Yeah.
man. It is this program. What we're saying at this newcomer stop right here. The program has so much, man.
Yeah.
And you have so much to offer, man. Just don't quit.
Don't
Give up.
Yeah.
5 minutes before the miracle unfolds.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
do that,
Don't
man.
leave. Don't
you know,
leave.
and that's why we say that we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of who?
God.
It didn't say us.
It
did
didn't say you. It
Yeah.
didn't say
Turn
you.
our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him, or understood Him.
Understood. Yeah.
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 So that's past tense.
That's past.
That means at this point, there's an understanding that you should have
Yeah.
about the God of your understanding.
Yeah.
You know, and when we was talking early on about misinformed information, a lot of times we come in here with the God that our grandmother had that will strike you down, hit you with lightning bolts,
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff, send you to hell because you don't do A, B, C, or D, man. And when we talk about a God of your understanding, man, it's a power greater than yourself, however you understand Him.
Yeah.
But you can't just make the understanding up on your own. Per se, if you are a Christian, the Christians got a book.
Yeah.
It's called the Bible. It's a book.
Yeah.
So you have to read that thing.
Yeah.
And you have to follow the rules in that thing, man. That's the rules.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you can't come up with your own stuff.
Right.
You know, if you a Muslim, like they got a Quran. You know?
Yeah.
And they got books like that. Like you have to follow the rules in that thing.
Right.
If you are atheist, then the law of the land has rules. Like you can't come up with your own. There's still rules to follow. Whether you Hindu, Chinese, there's rules to the power that's greater than you, and you're not that power. Yeah. You have to learn to follow the rules. Is it easy? Not really, but is it hard? It's as hard as you'll make it.
Yeah, it's always as hard as you make it.
Yeah, but you have to be guided and led by something, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying, man. That's why, when you make that decision, you know what I'm saying? You need to be solid on your decision, because I'm going to judge you by your decision. I remember I had a sponsor who used to always judge me according to the Bible. He'd be like, well, and it's funny, like the way he would talk, because he talked like Gandhi. He would say, Minister Jackson, what does your book say? If your wife, A, B, C, or D, like the thing, whatever she said, he said, what does your book say? Then that's the thing that you should be doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he had something to measure me by. Like in Narcotics Anonymous, they have steps and traditions. They have a thing to take a measurement. In your life, how are you growing? Well, all you have to do is look behind you and look at the things that you'll do no longer, under no circumstance, you can measure how you've grown.
Yeah. They call it a yardstick.
Yeah, there's things that, if you go in Walmart, man, you think you're going there and steal a candy bar?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there was a time if you was hungry.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. Yeah.
But now, look at where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Would you curse your mom?
No. There's a lot of things that I used to do, I just don't do no more. I was just sitting there thinking, because you was talking about them steps and stuff, man. And I always try to emphasize, get you somebody who can walk you through these steps.
Yeah.
Who can show you how these steps work.
That's the utmost important thing. Yeah, or you'll come up with your own plan.
Your own plan. And your plan is what got you here.
Yeah, it didn't work before.
I'm saying? It didn't work.
It probably won't work now.
No, it ain't gonna work now. You know what I'm saying?
But some people gotta find that out the hard way, man.
Yeah. And I was thinking about and you were talking about the third step. I was in a meeting one day, and I heard somebody give a perfect example how to get from step 2 to step 3. And this was their example. They say, now, let's say that you from out of town, right? And your car break down. So I'm from out of town, right? And my car break down. So I come to you. I say, look, Greg, my car done broke down. Do you know a good mechanic? So you say, yeah, man, I got a buddy. He do real good work. So I'm going to turn you on to him.
Yeah.
Right? So I take my car to your mechanic, right? Because I believe that you say your mechanic do good work. So I believe that. So when I take my car there and he fixed my car running like a charm now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if my car ever break down, I got faith now that if I take my car to that mechanic gonna do what he's supposed to do. Yeah. Second, third step. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Believe, now I understand. Yeah. In the third step, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
That your mechanic work, man. You know what I'm saying? but we just try to keep this thing simple, good, man. You know what I'm saying? We just try to keep it simple because simplicity is the key.
Yeah. See, I was getting ready to get an example of the man on the Ferris wheel, on the tightrope. That one was good.
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it at that.
It just was so simple.
That was real simple.
You know what I'm saying? So I begin to understand the steps like that.
But that's how, even when I sponsor guys, there are statements like that like when we're working step 1, they have to show me the connection between step 1 and step 2.
Yeah.
Like when we go to the second step, I want, how do step 1 connect to this step?
Yeah.
And then when we on 2, going to 3, how does 2 how does one connect to two? How do two connect to three? You know, because it's a link. You know, they connect to each other.
Right.
There's principles in them that uphold them, and the simplicity. Now the simplicity is I can't, he can't, I think I let him. But how is that simplicity in your? See, it's personal for everybody. I always ask, using your own experience, what is the thing that shows your connection from step one to step two? You know, that you surrendered to now, you know, you coming to believe.
Right.
You know, and like my simplicity was that I believed in what you was telling me. You know what I'm saying? That I've stayed clean through hanging with you, man. I've got a little bit of knowledge of not using and you know, not wanting to go back out or going around to people, places and things. I got to hang out with you. And then you took me around other people, I got to hang out with them. And after a while, it was just as much fun hanging out with you than it was, because when I hung with these people, I always ended up broke, restless, tired, miserable, you know, all of that. But when I left from hanging out with the people from you, I woke up the next day like, man, we was tripping out, man. We was, you know, the fun of it and stuff.
Still got
like
money
that.
in your pocket.
Still have, I woke up with money,
man.
in my pocket. Like that's never happened before. You know,
where all this come from?
So those are the things that made me come to, you know what I'm saying, and come to believe in you. And the people in the rooms, you know, and this literature that you was talking about, man. This stuff is true. You know what I'm saying? You know, admitting that you're powerless, no matter what, how much we use in Narcotics Anonymous. It says staying clean has to come first. Now, all I want, the most important thing to me now is staying clean. That's the thing that's more important to me. That's what's gonna come first. That's what has to come first, so I can get that medallion or that 30-day chip and that 60-day chip. And that, you know, I have to do those things. Staying clean has to be the thing that's most important to me.
Must come first. It got to come first. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't move on if you don't stay clean. You can't move on. You know, you can interrupt the process by going back, but you always got to come back. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part that I looked at. You know what I'm saying? Why should I stop the process? You know, why should I stop the recovery process?
Especially when it's working.
Yeah, man. Especially when it's working.
But the truth of the matter, dope fiend always keep 1 or 2 monkey wrenches in his back pocket. Just for no reason, just to throw it, right in the middle.
Reservations?
Just throw it right in the middle of your own life, man.
Because we hold on to reservations, man.
And throw it in the middle of your own doggone life when things are going so good, you wondering, why is this going so good? Why is life happening so well for me?
Ain't no more chaos right now.
No chaos
Ain't no chaos. You know, now I got to bring some chaos in now. You know what I'm saying? You see the insanity in that though, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but allow things to happen. Allow the goodness. Enjoy the goodness. You know what I'm saying?
So we just want to say, you wrap it up a little bit, Coon, because this was a good talk, man. You know, I mean, this is golden for newcomers. It was golden for me.
I need this too. Man. But so what are we really trying to say? What we're really trying to say is that anybody and everybody can get this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Any and everybody.
Any and everybody can get it, man. So, you know, we just hope that people keep coming back. Learn a little something. Give something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got 30 days clean, right? And I'm going to say this and we're going to do whatever we're going to do. If you got 30 days clean, if a person come in with a week clean, 10 days clean, you can help that person.
You got something
you got something to give, man. Don't never think you ain't got nothing to give. You know, if a person in there with 20 years and a man come in with 3 days, guess who he going to listen to the most? The one with the 10 days, with the 30 days. That's the one he going to listen to.
I've sat in a lot of meetings lately before the pandemic, and I've heard, I remember I was sitting in this one meeting, this girl had about 30-something days, and she was talking about this stuff about her relationship and stuff like that, and I was sitting there, I was listening to her. The girl brought me to tears. Literally, I'm sitting in the meeting,
literally crying like a baby,
tears away, just sitting there listening to her, and you know, I didn't really want to cross talk, you know, but when she got through sharing, you know, I jump, I say, I'm an addict named Greg. And you know how they say, hey, Greg, this and that. And I said, thank you, sister. Thank you for saving my life. Because what she said was a lifesaver for me.
Yeah.
And that's how open I am.
Yeah.
See, I ain't got almost 30 years and a newcomer can't tell me
That's
nothing,
right.
man.
That's
Shoot.
right.
If I'm open, you know, I'm gonna get the medicine that I need.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
if I'm open, if my mind
That's
is
what
open.
you want to hear. When I go to a meeting, cause I ain't been to one since the pandemic and stuff. I used to go to meetings just to hear the newcomer.
But we was just talking
You know what I'm
about
saying?
going back
Yeah.
to meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
You and I.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
I was just dropping in here and there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, because they need the help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been
I need
hearing,
the help.
Yeah. I've been hearing how the meeting been going left and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Well, I've been to some meetings, brother, that really, I stopped going to the meeting because I felt like if I keep going to this meeting, man, I'm gonna end up getting drunk.
Really?
Not
That
that I would, but that's
is
just
that
an
bad?
example. Oh, it's that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, these old timers, they
That's-
fighting back and forth. And let me tell you where that comes from. And I know this is a newcomer thing, but I got to try. I don't want to discourage y'all. You know what I'm saying? But when old timers, that comes from a lack of traditional work. You know, the traditions. It's a lack of just saying that stuff, but not putting it in you.
Right.
You know, because I sat on the board for our convention some years ago, man, and those people box every time I said something. They box. Like I wanted 6 main speakers. Oh, you can't get 6 main speakers. That ain't so. So I'm sitting there. They said all the stuff they said, and I said, well, show me in the policy. Like they couldn't show me in the policy where I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That got to be in the policy. You can't just come up with that rule.
Yeah.
And then now in the policy it say they paid for 2 of them. I didn't have a problem. I was speaking all over the place then. It was guys who was coming in as a favor to me, to help the convention and stuff.
Why you
like
think
that.
that's it? Why you think it's like that though? You know, why you think people is like that? And after they get a little time, this
Well,
and that
people
stuff.
are like that because authority. They think that they want to be in control, and it got a whole lot of that old stuff in it, man. And it's a lack of practicing the principles. I mean, in your heart, you can say this stuff,
Right.
And it sounds real good,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But can somebody outside of you follow you around and look at your life and know that you living this
What you
type of
talking about.
life,
Right,
man?
right. People would never understand the tradition. I don't care how much time they got. They would never understand the traditions until they work the steps. You gotta have a spiritual awakening to really understand what the traditions is talking about, man. Because the traditions, we used to always say, the steps keep me from committing suicide. Tradition keep me from committing homicide.
Right.
You know.
That's always be a factor, man.
Always.
Because the traditions, when you're dealing with that, you're dealing with people outside of yourself. And without the 6th step, without humility, and without the 7th step, without stuff like that, it's difficult to practice traditions.
Yeah.
Without 10, 11, and 12, it's difficult to practice traditions
Yeah.
because you start smelling yourself. You stay in a position. Remember, you
stay
told
there
me.
too long.
You told me years. You said, Greg J, let some other people do them panels.
Right.
Remember, I was sitting on this panel, that panel, that, and you get a type of arrogance after a while. It's almost. Remember at West End, they used to say that's Greg J's group. Because I was GSR forever. That's Greg J's group. I didn't want to be labeled that.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, it sounded good. I ain't have a lot of time. Yeah, this Greg J's group. But after you stick around a while, man, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need none of that today. I just need to come in, sit back, listen to people. If something on my heart, say it. If it's on my heart to talk to somebody after the meeting, talk to them after the meeting. These are the things that this is how I live my life this day, man. And this will come to you guys, man. You stick around long enough, man. The beauty of the program is beauty that's inside one's heart that a person can't see, but you can truly let it out. You know what I'm saying? And people can see it in the way that you live, man.
Right.
So we just want to say, man, just keep coming back.
Yeah. More be
More be revealed. Join us here at Step Up. Subscribe to this station. Hit
Ring the bell.
and smash the like button.
Smash the like button. That's right.
So and that's what we saying, man. That we enjoy you guys, man.
All the time.
You know, just keep coming back, man. You can email us at www.stepup12, the number 12, at gmail.com. That's step up. You spell 12 out, and then you put the number 12 at gmail.com. We'll read your mail and we'll put it on the air, man. We just want to know how we doing sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you think about what we're doing? The naysayers and the people who enjoy it, man. We would
love the
welcome,
naysayers, though.
Yeah, we welcome the haters too, man. If there's any.
Yeah.
You know, we're not saying that there's any.
Yeah.
Because we're two lovable guys. You know, we know folks that.
But we
love
also
us,
know that.
you know?
There's some haters out there too. But those are the ones we really want to talk to, though. Yeah, we really want to talk to them haters, man. But thank y'all for allowing us to be here today and to share some stuff with y'all. We hope that we share some stuff that'll help you to get through one more day, you know, because all we got is today.
And they say
24
what
hours.
leaves the heart touch the heart.
Yeah.
So if your heart was touched, then something left ours, man.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to holler at you.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Yep.